Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, a guided practice for us. So let's begin. Just kind of checking in with body shape. If you need to move your body in any ways, feel free to do that now. Let's actually keep the eyes open and start to tune into our sense of vision. Looking out and see what's in your environment. You might also tune into your peripheral visions if you gaze out in front of you and notice how you can see to either side without actually having to turn your eyes to those parts of the room or those parts of the environment, whether outside or inside. How you can have this global sense of awareness of what's in front of you and what's to either side of you, above you, and beneath you without actually having to take your eyes into those ranges. And if it feels comfortable and exciting and interesting to keep your eyes open, feel free to keep the eyes open and actually scan the environment. And if you're more interested and naturally desire to close your eyes downward, and allow that to happen. So this idea of arriving into this space now and holding some seconds here to be so natural with ourselves of what is that desire, that sense of vision out into the external environment, or the eyes desire to close down, perhaps that opportunity to be a little more aware of the internal environment of your body. A few seconds more. What is it like to be natural with ourselves as we arrive into this practice time? Meaning, does the body want to move? To allow for whatever is here in your awareness with your attention to be invited to the table, to be invited into this space and time. We notice what is circulating around us and inside of us. And this sense of motion, how the breath is circulating and how the inhales and exhales are naturally, effortlessly happening. An opportunity to cherish the breath, to say yes to this alive moment, to recognize the miracle, the miraculousness of waking up today, and that this breath is feeding you, is keeping you here. And how might your breathing change when you're acknowledging the wow, the miracle that this invisible substance is feeding you, is charging all the electrical currents that are continuously happening inside of you, thousand and thousand and thousand times over and over again. And let's do nothing. Let's do nothing for 2 minutes. No have-tos. no set practice, just a nothingness. Being here, freedom. Freedom to allow your mind to wonder and to wander. And to be curious, to hold this curiosity where the attention, your intentions want to be today. To take on the attitude of doing absolutely nothing, like just don't really care. I'm here. I'm here. I'm being, I'm noticing. No one asking anything of you, you not asking anything of yourself. And then let's notice what in this next minute of time can we hold an interest in? Can we stay curious about? What thoughts are so interesting to you that they're naturally calling you back? That you naturally continue in that thread of thought. To allow for that interest. No having to pull yourself or tug yourself in any direction. Just notice what you're naturally interested in this next minute of time, whether it's a thought, a sensation, a memory, a sound. So let's give yourself freedom to enter thoughts or to ignore them. To enjoy the wandering or the wonderings, or if it feels more delightful, sounds more delightful, to hold an interest into something else other than your thoughts for the next minute. And let's make this slow transition. This appreciation that we can sense and we can feel and we can think and we can breathe in an effortless way. That we can consciously notice. We can notice all the movements, all the inner movements of the workings of our body, the movements of our mind. That we are naturally curious and interested in various aspects of our lived experience, and that interest is meditation, to allow for your attention to be where it wants to be. And we'll continue in this transition time, circling back to the beginning of this meditation today, and this idea of a global sense of awareness. So let's tune into the space behind you, whether you want to look there, just sense into your back and what's right behind the back today, what's in front of you and to each side and above you and beneath you, and that opportunity to be aware of that sphere of attention surrounding your body. And you at the center of the sphere, you noticing, remembering where you are in your environment, your particular place here on our planet Earth. A moment to appreciate your own aliveness, that tuning into it, that sensing it, this accepting of who you are today and all that was circulating inside of you and around you. The eyes are still closed. Let's open the eyes and notice the various light or shadows and the different colors that are there to savor. Mm-hmm. Just another few seconds. It's transitioning out of a practice time, not getting onto your phone right away. Maybe a little stretch instead. Maybe a sip of water or tea or whatever you have around. Welcoming yourself back to this very day that you're in. Let's place a hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or both hands on the heart space, and just this moment of tender appreciation for yourself, for showing up, for practicing, for trying something new if this is new to you. I honor you so much for showing up for yourself today. We do this. We show up for this vessel, for our minds, for our own living, accepting, appreciating ourselves. I believe this makes an imprint. We start to move through the world a little differently, and whether we know it or not, I think people can sense that and feel that, and can arrive to conversations, our work, our children, whatever is important to us, a little more centered inside of ourselves, and how that can change how we are. Change how we are in those both challenging and joyful circumstances, the opportunity to perhaps take in that beauty and that love. And then when things are challenging or uncomfortable, how we can stay with ourselves inside of that and choose consciously how we are in those scenarios. So thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for being here with me, and I look forward to to hearing from you if you feel called to share how this was for you today. Thank you so much. See you next time.